The things we're sharing in these FAQs, the things I'm sharing in these FAQs, especially this one regarding how to apply to the doctoral program, part 2, apply both to the face-to-face doctoral program and also apply to the online doctoral program. So please keep that in mind. First of all, it's important to start with the correction. In the last How to Apply to the Doctoral Program FAQ, I'd mentioned that you will hear back by May 1st whether or not you were accepted, but that's not the case. Actually, earlier, by March 1st, at the latest, we'll let you know. When you prepare your application portfolio, please make sure to include all the items in a sturdy binding or notebook of some sort. These will go through many hands as we review them, and so a good, strong binding is important. Otherwise, things can fall apart and papers can fall out. We've had some questions about letters, how they should be addressed, to whom should they come, should they be open or closed, so I'll speak to that now. The letters are to be addressed to me, Dr. Mark Prine, Associate Department Head for Graduate Programs. My address is in the doctoral handbook. It's okay if the letters are open. If you have your references send them to you, you open them and you put them into your portfolio, or they can remain closed and be put in the portfolio. Finally, they can also be sent directly to us if your references prefer to do that. So that's not a problem. If they are going to be sent directly to us, please make sure you have a sleeve or a part inside your portfolio notebook where they can be placed once we receive them. The question has come up, does it matter if you include, does it need to be official transcripts, or can unofficial transcripts be okay as part of your portfolio application? Unofficial is not a problem at all. An additional issue, it states in our handbook in the application information that you're required to have a master's in education and also to have 3 years of public school teaching experience or equivalent. Those are our preferences. Sometimes exceptions are made, but please know that if you don't have an MA in education, you may be assigned, if you're accepted, you may be assigned to take several master's level courses to fill in for areas that you haven't, for courses that you haven't taken. They could be prerequisites or co-requisites. This depends on the intake committee. You'll have to make the case that the master's that you have, which might not be in education or in a field besides curriculum and instruction within education, you need to make the case for yourself. And in regards to 3 years of pre-K-12 public school teaching experience or equivalent, if you don't have that, or if you work with adults beyond 12th grade or in private settings or other kinds of contexts, again, you have to make the case for yourself in your application letter that you think this should count. If you're accepted without having these requirements, you will probably be assigned a practica or several practica for 1, 2, or 3 semesters. And again, these may be pre-requirements or co-requirements along with your doctoral classes. And finally, the issue has come up of the pieces that you're writing that you're submitting for us to consider. First of all, the letter of application. There's no minimum, there's no maximum, there's no limit. You also are going to be submitting an example of your edited scholarly writing. There's no limit on how long that can be. That needs to be, however, and this came up this year, this needs to be in English or translated into English. That's important so we could read in our common language within the department. Although many of us are bilingual or multilingual in other languages, it needs to be in our common language for the department, which is English. Also, your essay that you write, answering questions A through F, that has a 10-page limit. And your article synthesis, that has a 3-page limit. Now, it's been asked a couple of things. Does it need to be double-spaced or single-spaced? Well, we prefer double-spaced. So try to stick with that in all of these pieces. The edited scholarly writing, the letter of application, the essay, and the article synthesis. Double-spaced, and stick with APA. APA is the format, the citation format that we use in education and in this College of Education. However, with your example of scholarly edited writing, if you wrote that in another discipline besides education and you use Chicago or some other style format, that's okay, that's fine. But in the rest, we'd like you to stick with APA and double-spaced. The Statement of Authenticity form is located in the back of the doctoral handbook. That's where you can find it.